Ancient Egypt, a name that resonates with mystery and grandeur, captures the imagination like few other ancient civilizations. With its iconic pyramids and the enigmatic Sphinx, Egypt stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the mysteries of our past. This journey into the heart of ancient Egypt will uncover the beginnings, daily lives, and lasting impacts of this remarkable civilization. Journeying back thousands of years, we dive into a world where pharaohs ruled and gods walked among men. The Nile River, lifeblood of Egypt, nourished a strip of fertile land amidst surrounding deserts, setting the stage for the rise of one of history's greatest civilizations. This essay will guide you through the narrow lanes of ancient Egyptian cities, into their homes and inside their vibrant cultural and spiritual life. Prepare to be enthralled as we peel back the layers of time, revealing secrets and bringing to light the lesser-known aspects of ancient Egyptian life. From the revolutionary techniques they employed in agriculture to their intricate belief systems and artistic expressions, every stone in Egypt has a story waiting to be told. The foundations of ancient Egyptian civilization were laid down more than 5,000 years ago along the lush, fertile floodplains of the Nile River. It was here that scattered tribes, initially dependent on fishing and hunting, gradually coalesced into sophisticated societies. The annual flooding of the Nile provided the necessary resources for farming, which in turn led to the development of complex social structures. By around 3100 BC, the political landscape of Egypt transformed dramatically with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under the rule of the first pharaoh, King Narmer. This pivotal event marked the beginning of the pharaonic era and the dynastic period, setting Egypt on a path of architectural, artistic, and cultural flourishing that would last for millennia. The Palette of Narmer, a ceremonial slate tablet depicting this unification, is one of the first historical documents of the ancient world. The establishment of a centralized authority led to remarkable administrative and architectural achievements. The construction of cities, temples, and most famously the pyramids were not just feats of engineering, but also expressions of divine authority and the afterlife beliefs of the Egyptians. These projects mobilized vast resources and manpower, underscoring the pharaoh's ability to control and direct the economic activities of the state. Imagine waking up to the soft glow of the sun rising over the Nile, the air filled with the sounds of bustling marketplaces and the rhythmic chanting of priests. For the ancient Egyptians, each day was intertwined with nature and religion. Farmers headed to the fields, craftsmen to their workshops, and children played games like Senet, a popular board game mirroring some aspects of modern life. The societal structure was deeply hierarchical, but also allowed for mobility based on merit, particularly through roles in the bureaucracy or military. Artisans who lived in villages like Deir el-Medina enjoyed a higher status due to their skills in tomb construction. Their community life, documented through surviving letters and artifacts, reveals a sophisticated legal and educational system that supported both men and women. Food played a significant role in daily life, with a diet rich in bread, beer, onions, and fish, supplemented by seasonal fruits such as figs and dates. Festivals and feasts were common, often connected with religious observances where food was shared communally. These gatherings were not only social affairs, but also reinforced the communal bonds and hierarchical order of society. The pyramids of Giza, standing as eternal symbols of Egypt's architectural prowess, are perhaps the most iconic monuments of ancient civilization. Built as tombs for the pharaohs, these colossal structures were engineered with precision that continues to astonish modern scientists and engineers. The Great Pyramid, for instance, was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Beyond the pyramids, Egypt's architectural genius is also evident in their temples, such as Karnak and Luxor, which served both as places of worship and as centers of economic activity. The design of these temples reflected the Egyptians' deep devotion to their gods, with intricate carvings depicting various deities and pharaonic conquests. These structures were not merely built for the living, they were gateways to the afterlife, ensuring the pharaoh's immortality. The common misconception is that slaves built these monuments. However, archaeological findings suggest that they were constructed by paid laborers who were skilled workers. These laborers worked in 3-month shifts and lived in nearby workers' villages, receiving rations for their contributions. This system reflects the organized and communal effort that underpinned Egyptian society and its monumental achievements. Section 5. Pharaohs and commoners, the social hierarchy. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh was more than just a ruler. He was considered a god on earth, the intermediary between the deities and the people. This divine status placed the pharaoh at the apex of society with an elaborate court and administration to manage the kingdom's affairs. The vizier, who acted as the pharaoh's chief advisor, was key in this structure, overseeing the legal and administrative functions of the state. Beneath the pharaoh and his court, the social pyramid included priests, military officials, scribes, and artisans, each with their own role and status. Priests in particular held significant power due to their control over temple resources and their role in performing rituals believed to uphold the cosmos. The scribes, who could read and write, were indispensable in a society that required administrative order and tax collection. Commoners, although lower in status, were the backbone of Egyptian society. They worked the land, served in the armies, and built the nation's great monuments. Despite their lower social standing, commoners were afforded rights and could own property and goods. Their lives, like those of the higher classes, were also governed by a deep sense of religious duty and societal order, highlighting the intricate balance of ancient Egyptian society. Section 6. Mystical beliefs and religious practices. Religion permeated every aspect of ancient Egyptian life, influencing everything from architecture to daily routines. The Egyptians believed in a pantheon of gods who controlled all elements of life and death. The chief among these was the sun god Ra, who was believed to travel through the sky during the day and navigate the underworld by night, ensuring the cycle of death and rebirth. The practice of mummification reflected the Egyptians' beliefs in the afterlife and resurrection. This elaborate process of preserving the body was based on the myth of Osiris, the god of the underworld, who was resurrected after being dismembered. By preserving their bodies, Egyptians believed they would enable their ka, spirit, to return and enjoy the afterlife. Temples not only served as homes for the gods, but also as centers of healing, education, and economic exchange. They were complex institutions that held great power over agricultural and economic resources, often rivaling the power of the pharaoh. The priesthood thus played a crucial role not only in religious matters, but also in the governance of the state, maintaining a balance between divine will and daily realities. Section 7. Art and literature. Windows into the soul of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptian art was not merely decorative but symbolic, filled with meaning and purpose. Wall paintings in tombs and temples were intended to ensure the deceased a safe passage to the afterlife and to depict scenes from their earthly lives that they wished to carry into the next world. These artworks provide a vivid window into the values, beliefs, and daily activities of ancient Egyptians. Literature, too, was a crucial part of Egyptian culture, with texts often written on papyrus or carved into stone. Works like the Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers, guided the deceased through the dangers of the underworld. Love poems, wisdom texts, and tales of heroic adventures like the story of Sinuhe explored themes of loyalty, heroism, and human emotion, reflecting the complexities of their society. The techniques used in both art and literature were highly sophisticated. Hieroglyphics, the writing system of ancient Egypt, combined logographic, syllabic, and alphabetic elements, making it one of the most advanced writing systems of its time. The Egyptians' mastery in creating dyes and building materials that have stood the test of time speaks to their ingenuity and understanding of the natural world around them. Section 8. Conclusion: the eternal allure of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt, with its rich tapestry of history, culture, and innovation, continues to fascinate and inspire. The civilization's profound impact on everything from architecture to religious practices can be seen not only in the Middle East, but also in the cultural heritages of Europe, Africa, and beyond. The mysteries of its pyramids, the wisdom of its pharaohs, and the beauty of its art make it a perennial subject of study and admiration. Why does Egypt continue to capture our collective imagination? Perhaps it is because in the stories of its people, from the greatest of pharaohs to the commonest of farmers, we see the reflections of our own societies. Their struggles, triumphs, and enduring spirit remind us of our shared human journey through time. As we continue to uncover more about this fascinating civilization through ongoing archaeological discoveries, the legacy of ancient Egypt serves as a reminder of human potential and creativity. It encourages us to look back in order to understand more about ourselves and how we might shape the future. Indeed, the sands of Egypt still have many secrets to offer, waiting to be unearthed by the curious and the brave.